guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought since I haven't been on for a few months that I would sit down and have a little conversation. I'm not going to get into anything in like too much detail or anything like that, because that's not anything I'm up for doing or wanting to do. But I thought I would sit down and just connect with you guys, let you know where I've been, show you some things I've purchased, and kind of just have a nice little chit chat with you guys. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Let's keep it casual, and I'm just gonna talk and you guys can listen, and then if you want to leave comments and ask questions, you can feel free to do so in the comment section. But anyway, if you're new here, hi, my name is Sarah. I love to do videos using various eyeshadow palettes. I have a problem. I buy way too many eyeshadow palettes. I have certain brands that I love, and I guess I get fixated on them. When they're good, and I want all of them. So anyway, this is my channel, and I heavily focus on doing eyeshadow looks, colorful looks, neutral looks, whatever. I don't do anything crazy. Sometimes I'll go a little outside my comfort zone. Like, I have tried some stuff with some gems. I would like to do things like that a little bit more, get more into like the artistic aspect of it, but time-wise, I don't have that yet. Maybe the future of the channel, maybe I will get into it. So anyway, hi, if you're new, welcome. That's that. For everybody else that is here and knows me, I just wanted to connect with you guys. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you to all of you who have reached out to me, who left comments. If you don't know, my mom passed away in December, so I have not done any videos since December. It is currently April 10th when I'm filming this, so it's taken me a few months to get to the point where I felt like I was ready to sit down, have a conversation like I am now, and possibly be in a position where I can film a video. I have really missed it. There has been a lot going on. One, with my mom passing away, and then just family dynamics and, you know, being home, and I had a bunch of changes with jobs and things like that. So to briefly put it, again, for those of you that may not know, last summer around this time in May, I left my home and went to spend the summer with my parents so I could be with my mom and help and do things that needed to be done. I was very thankful that I could do it, but it was very draining. It was hard on my family. There was a lot of back and forth. I'm not going to get into all of that because that's not really what I want to get into, but I think just kind of telling you that during that time when I left my home, I was under the impression that I would have my job to come back to. So I think that's really what threw a big wrench into things as well, because when I was ready to come back home at the end of July, I didn't have a job. So I had to find a new job, and I think I found a job so I could come home. I started a job. I worked there for a few months. It just was not it. It was not it at all. I worked there, like I said, for 4 months. I left, when did I leave? October, November, maybe November. I left in November, right before Thanksgiving, I think, somewhere around in there. Anyway, it was a really hard 4 months. I was working at this job. It just was not it. It was strenuous. It was mentally draining. I was still trying to get into the routine of being home, the kids being back in school. I just, you know, was trying to do what I could at that time, but during that time, my mom was still, you know, sick, and we weren't sure what was going on. And then come November, she ended up in the hospital, and she was in the hospital from Thanksgiving until a couple days right before Christmas, and then she came home, and then a few days later she passed away. So that's that. So I went back home, and during that time I had another job that I was supposed to be starting. It was like a startup of a physical therapy clinic, and I'd been working with this company and talking to this company since July. So I also had that on my plate. So I was at a job that I wasn't enjoying. I really was, I was dealing with all the things with my mom and, family stuff. And I knew I was going to be starting this new job. And then I just started to not want to do it, but like I knew that I was going to be starting it. So, I was trying to get myself in a mental, state to be able to do something like that. I mean, it takes a lot to start up a new company, new clinic, whatever. Anyway, the job kept getting pushed and pushed and pushed. And then certain things started popping up that I was just kind of like, I'm not really feeling this. Like it's not jiving anymore. I'm not really in the mood for it. So I ended up not even starting that job. I was supposed to start in November, mind you. It got pushed that I didn't even start that job until February. And then come February, they pushed it again until March. So from that time in November, from like near Thanksgiving, when I had left the new job of 4 months, I was doing PRN work. So at this point now I'm getting up, I'm traveling to different buildings all in the area, on the upside of an hour and 15 minutes away. And I just was doing so much that I had to do to be able to continue to, help support the family and do those types of things, that I think I was just wearing myself out. That's the whole point of this. I'm just trying to let you guys know that, like, mentally I was just draining. Physically I was just traveling all over, doing all these odd PRN jobs and just trying to schedule as I could. And so from November until February-ish, I was doing these PRN jobs, and then had slowly started this quote-unquote new job that I was supposed to be starting, the startup of the clinic. And I was told, hey, we'll start at like minimal hours. And I was like, oh dear Lord. Well, in that time, I don't know if you guys remember quote-unquote shit job that I had, that I was always like, so mad about, but I loved everybody I worked with. That's the job I lost when I left to go be with my mom for the summer. They had a changeover in companies. That company had a therapist, brought them in during that time I was gone. So I didn't have a spot apparently to come back to. Anyway, they reached back out to me. Their therapist had left and they were like, hey, your job's open. Do you want to come back? So again, here I'm faced with another decision of what do I do? Do I go back to a job that, basically screwed me and whatever? Like, do I put that aside? And just a bunch of debate back and forth. I decided to go back to that job. It's right near my home. It's better for the family. The hours are better. It's better for me to be able to manage the kids going back to this job because of the hours, the pay, and my flexibility with it. So here we are, months of just up and down with the various jobs, trying to get back to a point where I felt like stable. So I've been back at the job since February, again doing PRN, and then I'm fading out of this new clinic job. And I gave it a couple weeks. I was like, let me at least give it a month. So I tried to stay there from February through like March to feel it out, because I was like, hey, maybe it's going to get better, maybe I'm going to enjoy it. And the more I did with them and the more I talked with certain members of the company, the like worse I felt. So I was like, you know what, I just have to be done with this. So during that time in March, I decided to sign on with my old job full time. So I'll be at one building, I'll be close to home, I'm able to manage the kids. So that's literally just happened within like the last week or two. So I feel like now that I have some stability, I'm able to start settling down and finding some solid ground, if you will. I just feel like everything was so up and down. Things were so topsy-turvy and just so many emotional things going on that I just really wasn't processing things or dealing with things appropriately. And I just felt like everything was such a chore. Like day-to-day stuff was just becoming very hard. So filming and doing makeup was definitely just not in the equation for me at that time. Now that things are settling down, I'm like, springtime is here, the sun's out, and I'm starting to feel a little more stable with things and feeling like, okay, hey, I have room to breathe. I really want to get back into filming. So that brings me to today. I was like, hey, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to talk to you guys, kind of let you know where I was. And that's that. I feel like just the past few months have just been a big blur, filled with like a lot of emotional stress, mental strain, mental stress, and emotional, just a lot of emotions and upset and sadness and everything else. So here we are. I'm glad to finally sit down. Welcome to this. So I had put in new cabinets. So let's kind of switch gears. Let's talk about some fun things. I'd put new cabinets into like the old space that I was filming, but during this time, I don't know if any of you guys, I don't even know what I talked about, but my oldest daughter had moved out, then she moved back home. So when I came home in July, I was like, oh, I'm going to have a filming room, this, that, and the other. And that didn't work out because she had moved back home. So she took her bedroom back. She now has moved out again. She got her own apartment. I'm super proud of her. I'm glad she's out of the house. She's glad she's out of the house. So it's a win-win situation. I was going to take her old room, but then my 10-year-old decided, oh, hey, I want this room. And I was like, you know, I can understand it's a little bit bigger. And then my 5-year-old was like, well, if she's getting a new room, I want a new room. So I have spent the past 6 weeks or so, like, sorry, the pug's at the door. So I've spent the past 6 weeks like moving rooms, moving furniture, you know, just adding things on top of stuff that like I just really shouldn't have, I probably just shouldn't have been doing it. But again, day by day, trying to make the best decisions and do what I can. So it obviously took a lot longer. Moving their bedroom should not have taken me weeks upon weeks, but it is what it is. I am now in the 5-year-old's old room, so it's a little bit smaller. There's one window, which the other rooms have, you know, 2 big windows in them. It has one little window, so I'm trying to get it set up in here. It's very empty in here. There's no furniture or anything, just the desk and my chair and like my equipment. So I hope that there's not a lot of like feedback or anything. I hope there's not a lot of feedback or echo. I'm not gonna know until I go back and edit these videos that I have done. So there's that. I do have new filming space. I'm starting to get excited now that all of his furniture is out here and into his room. I'm starting to get excited, like, hey, I have something to look forward to. So again, that kind of pushed me forward to be like, hey, the room's empty. Like, you have some time today. Why don't you sit down and try to get back into it? So I was like, hey, let's sit down. Let's try to do this. Let me see if I even remember how to work the camera and set everything up. So anyway, that's where I am. I have new filming space. I'm excited. I want to get back into a routine. Hopefully I can get home in the afternoons and have some time to do a video. So hopefully I can get on a better filming schedule, if you will. I do not know what's wrong with this hair. Get back to a filming schedule and see how things go. I can't make any promises. Again, I'm just getting my footing. So that is that. As far as palettes, I have purchased a shit ton of palettes. I have purchased a ton of palettes. I've still been purchasing makeup. Just because I haven't been using it doesn't mean I haven't been looking at some things and purchasing things. First off, the newest Beauty Bay Botanicals palette, I purchased those. They should be here tomorrow. So they're not here now. I'm just gonna kind of run through. If you think you see one that you want me to do a video with, just leave a comment below. So I did purchase the Cosmic Beauty Lovers palette. It's super pretty. I love it. I love the color story. Super excited about this one. I also purchased the Beauty Bay Daydreamer palette. It's super pretty. It's definitely like a springtime palette. I actually have been using this one here and there, just a little dabble of some sparkle, trying to like get myself together for work. There's that. I did purchase the Bella Beauté bar. Woo! I had a moment. I was like, what is that called? The Bella Beauté bar. I purchased the Morally Gray palette. It's super pretty. I have not had a chance to use it. So there's that one. I purchased the Simply Posh Cosmetics Snow Angel palette. If you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. It is super pretty. Again, a lot lighter pastel colors. haven't even dipped into it. Makes me kind of sad. So there's that. I don't know. I think this might be an older palette and maybe it just went on sale, but in my stack of stuff, I have the Flower Moon palette by Ensley Rain. It must have been on sale or something. I don't even know. But here it is. I have it. I have not used it. It looks fun. It definitely looks very springtimey. So there's that. And then I have the Nomad I don't even know what this says. I couldn't tell you. Like if I was to say it how it looks like Chamonix Après Ski palette. I don't know what that says. No clue. But so pretty. So pretty. I really want to use this. I really want to use that, and I want to use the this color above it. The way it shifts, it's like green and then it's got like pink. Like I really am excited to try that. You just need to sit down. I have a lot of palettes that I could do videos with. So it's not like I don't have material. It may not be relevant because we all know how the beauty industry is with shoving palettes in and out. You know, if a palette's like a week old, it's old. It's ridiculous. I did get the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Beauty Below palette. This sucker is heavy. It is so heavy. And I initially wasn't going to get it, and then I saw somebody do swatches and I was like, oh, okay. Because I really tried to talk myself out of it. I was like, I'm not going to get this. I'm not going to do it. Like, you don't need it. But then I saw the swatches and I was like, oh, but you do. You do. And here we are. I also got the Nomad Fairy Tale Europe palette. A lot of springtime palettes. So, I mean, springy colors. But they were all released, what, like January? No, not January. Okay, I'm being dramatic. What, like February, March maybe? February, March. These have some really pretty colors. Did I need it? No, I did not. I did not need this. I didn't need any of these, honestly, but you know. Here we are. Ah, my camera's getting ready to die. Good thing I'm almost done. And then I bought, of course, the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. Here it is. Did I need it? No. Was I excited about it? I don't really think so. And then, real quick, I purchased some little Odin's Eye. I don't know. These two little palettes here. They're super pretty, super cute. I have used this blue down here. It is gorgeous, these blues. But I did my makeup one day and I was like, oh my gosh, like you don't even know what you're doing anymore. And then with that came some of the little, I can't even think of what these are called. I want to say iridescent. I'm just drawing a blank, but there's 6 of them. So there's those 2 and then there's these 4. I've purchased some other makeup. So I got a whole bunch of KVD Beauty Trooper Black Eyeliner and Mad Max Brown because I love it. They were like $12 a piece. So I was like, hey, I'm going to get 4. It'd be like what I would pay for just one of each, you know? So I did purchase that recently. And then I've been using, I did get a new glow filter from Beauty Bay to do my highlight over here. I just went with a lighter color because I am so pale. And then I've been using this MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint. So I did purchase that. And again, it's in a lighter color. It's light 1. I'm very pale. I haven't been outside. I need to get some sun on me. I need to do something. Spring-a-ling-a-ling time is here, thankfully. So I start getting some color to me. And then I'll probably do a fake my tanning just because it always makes me feel good. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is where I've been. These are all the palettes that I have not filmed with. So if you saw anything that you want to see, just leave a comment below and let me know. And I will try to do that video. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you have questions, comments, whatever, feel free to reach out. You know, all that information below, leave a comment. I don't know, I'll get back to you. But anyway, again, thank you for reaching out to me. with your condolences and messages and whatnot. It really truly meant a lot to me, and I appreciate it. Thank you for not unsubscribing during this time. I really do appreciate it. And again, I don't know, I just can't say thank you enough, because it is really nice. Like, everybody could have just been like, this girl's not even here, like, where is she? Unsubscribe. So you didn't, and I thank you for that. So I am looking forward to being back, and hopefully I can get onto a better schedule. So sorry, my battery died. So anyway, I hope you, that's why I'm starting to rush at the end of this, because everything's dying, because it's not used to filming either. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you all are happy, healthy, all of the above. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this. Bye.